What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are looking at ChainLink today. We're going to be talking about ChainLink. This one comes to us at the request of Apache Garage. This one's for you, man. This thing deserves a look. I chose the Coinbase chart because I looked around a few different charts and I couldn't find anything with more historical data. So we're using this. You know, this goes all the way back to 2017. This is definitely an OG coin. There's not too many cryptos. There's only a handful of cryptos that are older than this. So definitely an OG coin. In fact, in the 2017-2018 bear market, this thing was going up while a lot of things were going down. This thing had a hell of a day. It was like ChainLink, BNB, and something else were going up while everything else was going down. So this thing likes to do its own thing. It's not unheard of. And you know, while everything's kind of going down or being stagnant, ChainLink is up 30% this month. So that I feel like that's a testament to that. Though to be fair, we haven't broken out of this range yet. I would say, you know, you'd like to close probably above 760, 758, something like that. And you would likely, I would say, if you get that, you know, you probably are good to go on this thing. And that doesn't mean that you're going to go to new all-time highs in a month or in a week, but you're looking like you want to break out of this range. And we've got about 10 days left in this month, so all you need to do is really just stay above about 760. You're at $8.17 right now, so stay above that before, you know, the month closes, and I would say this thing looks good. You don't even need to do a higher high. You can form this lower high right now, and I would still say it looks good. Looking at the RSI, yes, on the monthly you are below the 50, but you had this bottoming range here, and it does look like you're breaking out of it, so that's encouraging as well. I would say even though you are below the 50 on the monthly RSI, this looks pretty good in my opinion. It actually looks pretty decent. And let's see, you are forming, yeah, you had bullish divergence formed. You had a fake out of a lower low here, and just straight up from there, man. I mean, let's see, from last month's low, which was the lowest that you had in this whole range. From last month's low, you're up 65%. That's nice, man. That's definitely nice. It's not too out of control. ChainLink, I think, is a higher, yeah, it's 22, ranked 22. So you've got, oh, you're not fully diluted, but whatever. You got a market cap of $4 billion. So if this thing was to 100x, it'd be worth $400 billion. That is a possible and achievable market cap. It totally is, especially for a coin like ChainLink. It could definitely see a market cap of several $100 billion for however short of a time that might be. But it might not. You know, that's a lot of money. That's a high market cap. So that's, you know, at least a 10x. I would say this thing has at least a 10x in it, but which would bring it to new all-time highs. But let's keep looking at this. Let's see on a monthly here, going from top to, I'm going to use this bottom here. I'm not going to use that bottom because this, again, I think I would consider that a fake out. You are finding resistance on the 236. But man, if you go up here again, I would expect you break it. And if you break it, you know, maybe you do something like this where you break above it, find support, and then go up, or maybe you just go straight up to the 382 area, which is right around $13. So from here, that's nice gains. Let's see. Looking at it on the weekly, RSI looks nice. I definitely like the RSI. You're starting to get into these these stronger conditions. You do have higher highs, higher lows in the RSI, but it kind of looks like hidden bearish divergence. I would want to see the price continue to grow. You don't want to turn around from here. If you turn around from here, it's not detrimental. You're still in this range, whatever, you know. Maybe you'll bounce off the 0.69, which is around like $6, and then you'll go up the next time. But you know, again, rejecting from this area wouldn't be totally bad. But I do think that the next time you interact with this $9.10 area, you probably very likely will break it. And with that, I would think you're going to break out of this range. So very encouraging possibly here. Looking at the long-term RSI, you are below the 50, I believe. Yes, below the 50, but you're looking like, I mean, you're in a good position to get above it. And if you get above it, it would not be long before you get above this purple line here, which, let's see where that is on this fib. Purple line's up at the 0.5. That's, I mean, you could come up there and test resistance on it and then come back down to the 236 or the 382. That's possible. You might find resistance on it, you know, over the coming weeks as you're going up. This might come down to the 382, and you really do find some significant resistance around $12.70 to $13, somewhere in there. But I definitely at the moment like this thing, and I would put my bias toward the bullish side. I definitely would. Looking at the monthly and the weekly, which again, that doesn't mean right now, right? That means in the months and weeks to come, right? So looking at it on the daily, all right, here we go. Looking good still, man. You got above the 50 on the long-term RSI. You are above the purple line. You found support on it even. After finding resistance on this area, you confirmed it as support. You've got volume building as you're making highs. You are strong in this RSI, man. You are not giving anything back. You come down to the 50 and you're like, nope, I'm staying up in the bullish territory. This is good. This definitely looks good. Yeah, I like it. You know, you are overbought right now, but whatever. You could be, I mean, you can be overbought for a while. Doesn't look like you like to be, but when did this happen? When was this? You know, this is during this sideways nothingness. If we're still in it, okay, maybe you won't be in it for long, but let's see. What did we do? You know, whenever you were making strides higher, you resided in this area for quite some time. So it does not, this doesn't mean that we have to continue going higher, but I definitely don't think that we have to reject. We don't have to go lower from here. If we were to go lower, if Link was to go lower, I would think you're just going to get another higher low, probably around $7 or something like that, and then you'll go up. This kind of has a nice like diagonal coming up. You're in like this bullish channel of sorts, right? I like it, man. I definitely like it. Maybe you do retrace a little bit from here. I don't know. Let's see. Let us see. You haven't had a sizable retracement yet. So maybe you do come back down to the 236. This thing, I mean, look at it, man. You got your high here, right? You're rejecting this area, and then you come down, you find support in this area. You go up, you found support on your previous high here. It wouldn't be out of the norm to come down, find support on this previous area of resistance, and then continue to go higher. So maybe in the immediate term you do come down. Maybe you come down about, let's see, from the current price. Maybe you come down around 10%, 11% with the most, maybe being around 15%. I doubt that you would go much lower than 50. I doubt you'd go lower than 15%, really, or 16%. I'll give it that. I doubt you break out of this ascending range right now. Because look at this, man. I mean, you literally have like a breakout. This is a very bullish candle here, right? After all this sideways nothingness, you haven't had a green candle like this in quite a while, actually, quite a while. This is a very big candle. If you look at it, the only volume that surpassed that was this very big red side. So you're getting, I would say this is significant for sure. On Coinbase, a significant exchange. I like it. I definitely like it. Maybe, again, you go down a little bit in the immediate term, in the coming days, coming weeks. But ultimately, this high will not be long-lived. You probably are getting ready to break out of this range overall. So I like it. I definitely like it. And again, where do I like it? Where do I like it to? You know, we're at a $4.2 billion market cap right now. If this thing was to 10x, that would put you at a $42 billion market cap. What would that do to the price? That would put it, I mean, well, you're at $8, and so it'd put you at $80, right? Put you right around there. And the reason it says 900%, right, it's a 10x, but it's 900%. Well, if you're holding it right now, you have 100%. When you gain 100%, that's a 2x. 3x would be when you gain 200%. So when you gain 900%, you're at a 10x, right? That's how it is. Anyways, looking back at the daily, let's see. You know, maybe I've said enough on the daily actually. So looking at the 4 hour, let's give it a little bit more. Man, I don't know. Maybe you don't go lower. Maybe you don't. This looks kind of bullish to me, man. Yeah. Like this looks pretty damn good, not gonna lie. And maybe you go up a little bit and then you have that move lower. You know, maybe that's what happens. But still again around like 720 maybe to like 730, something like that. Maybe even go down to $7 itself. But I don't know. I think this thing does want a little bit of a push higher. If you were to trade this thing in the immediate term time frames, you could expect something like let's see here. Yeah, you could expect to go to like $8.60, maybe even $9. That's totally possible. Yeah, Yeah, I would say around like above 860 is totally possible. But then from there, you might form some bearish divergence. You might have some bearish divergence on the daily even. So from there, you would probably turn around and see those prices around like 7 to 730, something like that. That would be my expected kind of move if I had one. Yeah. So yeah, man, I like ChainLink. I think I've said enough on this thing. This does look like a legitimate breakout. I do think you're getting ready to break out of this overall range. Maybe you're not going to do it today, but in the coming weeks for sure. I mean, maybe not for sure, right? But I would give it a solid chance that you're going to. Probably very likely you would move either to this line, find resistance on it, mess around, and then go up, or and I'm kind of leaning toward the side that you break above it and then come back and find support on it, and then you go up from there. And you could find support on it for quite some time before you make your next move up. But I do think we're in the middle of a move that's going to ultimately take us out of this range and move us somewhere around this purple line, give or take. Maybe it's just below, maybe it's just above, something like that. But I'm expecting that in probably the coming month to few months, 1 to 3 months, something like that. It could happen tomorrow, but I doubt that. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.